In this video, we will go on a brief tour of the UMB data catalog, covering different ways of searching for datasets, understanding the parts of a record, and getting your data listed in the catalog. When you reach the UMB data catalog at datacatalog.hshsl.umaryland.edu, the home page displays a simple search bar for finding datasets, a list of records that you can browse, and a number of filter options to help you narrow your search. By default, the homepage lists data catalog records in alphabetical order. However, you can adjust the number of results available per page, and you can sort by date to get more recently uploaded records listed first. On the left-hand side panel, you will see numerous filtering options. You can filter by subject domain of the dataset, geographic coverage, and you can also search by access restrictions. If, for example, you want to only find datasets that are freely available in open repositories. Now, if we go back up to the top here, you will see that most datasets have a label that says UMB dataset. This means that the dataset was produced by research carried out at UMB. There are also some datasets that were produced externally to UMB, but have been used by UMB researchers for secondary analysis. In this case, the UMB researcher is listed as a local expert for the dataset. But if you want to search only for UMB datasets, you can check the box that says UMB datasets only at the top of the filter panel. So now let's go ahead and look at a data catalog record. Here's one recently added dataset. You'll notice that the name of the author, or several of the authors, is hyperlinked. If you hover over the name, you'll find some options for finding out more about the author, like going to their institutional profile or ORCID profile if available. If they have other datasets in the data catalog, you can select and see their other datasets. Not all of these options will be available for each author. Some might only have datasets, some might only have profile information. Next, you'll see that each record has a general description of the dataset, along with specifics of geographic coverage and time coverage. You'll see that a number of appropriate subject headings and keywords have been applied. Many of these subject headings and keywords are also hyperlinked and will link to other datasets with the same subject headings and keywords in order to help you find similar datasets. Now back up at the top of the right-hand side of the record, you'll see a blue Access button. It is possible to link either directly or indirectly to the data from a data catalog record. In this example, the data links to the author's email address, since the data must be requested directly from the author. So here we have another record, and the Access button links directly to the open repository where the data is stored, in this case, the European Nucleotide Archive. You can see that the accession number for accessing the data in the archive is also provided. Now, in a third example, the Access button links to an application form, which is built in REDCap. Now, if we open up the form, you can see that you're asked to provide some information about the research you want to do and how the data will help with your research. You may be asked to submit a research proposal or proof that you've completed a research ethics training. The data author can review the application and decide whether or not to provide access. Now let's return to look at some other useful features of a data catalog record. One is that it will provide a list of associated publications. This is a great way to help publicize your research and make sure your data and research is based, and the research based on your data stays linked together. Or if you're accessing someone else's dataset, you can find some more context for how the data was collected. Each data catalog record provides other useful information, such as the type of data that was collected, any software that was used to collect or analyze your data, and the type of the study. If the research was grant funded, the record can also provide a link to the grant. And the record can also provide links to related resources and related data sets, whether they are internal or external to the data catalog. So, if you're ready to get started with listing your data in the data catalog, go ahead and select the Include Your Dataset button located next to the search bar. You'll be asked to provide some basic information about your dataset, such as the link to the dataset if your dataset is in an open repository, or other access instructions if not. Now keep in mind that this will just start the process of creating your record, and you will be able to review the final record before it goes live. Now if you're not quite ready to include your dataset, but still have some questions for us, you can use the Contact Us form, which is found on the menu bar. So you can use the Contact Us form for any other queries you might have. So thanks so much for listening. I hope you choose to find some data in the catalog or list your records in the data catalog.